Centsoft Invoice. To register your invoices in Centsoft, you will receive an email address from us. You can use this email when scanning your paper-based invoices. If you receive invoices via PDF, you can simply forward them directly to the email. Or why not give the email address directly to your suppliers? Before the invoices are registered in Centsoft, they go through a cloud-based capture. From the time you email or scan the invoice, it only takes 5 minutes for it to reach Centsoft and be registered in the system. I log into the system as an administrator, and the first thing we see is an overview with a summary of the company and its invoices, costs per month and costs per supplier. Down here, we find the invoices received from interpretation. Under Shared Invoices, we can follow them as they're being approved, and we can see when they're ready to be exported to the accounting system. We're also given an indication when invoices are approaching their due date, so that we can handle them quickly. If your company has several organisations, you can easily link the different organisations to the accounting system. Then you can choose which users should have access to which company or companies. At the top right, we see the company name, and if I click on the name, I get a list of all the organisations I have access to. I can easily switch to the organisation I want to work in. But let's move along with the invoices. We have imported the supplier registry and chart of accounts, projects and cost centres from the accounting system. When the invoices are received from interpretation, they're matched to the supplier registry and end up in different folders. If placed in the folder Editable, the invoices are from known suppliers and we can handle them right away. Here we have received a duplicate based on the invoice number and invoice date from a particular supplier. Here we have an unknown supplier, which usually means that it's a new supplier. We start by clicking on invoices from known suppliers. This is what the actual invoice view looks like. We will always have the image on our right, where we can scroll to view all the information. The header information at the top left, which is what is interpreted, is always editable. If, for example, I need to change the due date or the VAT, or adjust the invoice number, it's all editable for the administrator at this stage. Further down, if we click on More Information, we find the supplier's invoicing details. Notes are useful if I need to notify or ask the approver something. The approver will see the note when he or she opens the invoice. We also have previous accounting that we can use, or we can start manual accounting. If I want a list of the registry, I can press the spacebar to view the full list. To send the invoice to Mary, my selected current approver, all I have to do is click the OK button, and the invoice will be sent to Mary immediately. The next invoice will appear. If we use previous accounting, I can click on Apply to place the account number straight on the accounting line. If I want to check that the invoice is for the same articles, I can open the invoice. I can see the 3 last accounting occasions, each in a separate tab. Let's send this to Mary and go to the overview, where we can see that we have 2 invoices waiting for approval and can easily follow the flow as an administrator. The approver will receive an email saying that you have invoices to approve. The email includes a direct link to the login page in Centsoft. The user is sent to the browser and can easily log in. As approver, I get a much cleaner view with focus on the approval process. I click to access the invoices. The difference for an approver, since the view here is the same, is that the header information is locked. We have a note from the previous person. Here we can reply, and the note is then searchable in Invoice Search. When it comes to the actual accounting process, the administrator can choose to lock the entire accounting line for the approver, or allow the account or project to be edited. If Mary at this stage needs to be able to change the project, that field can be the only one left open. We can also limit the number of projects that Mary can approve, so that she doesn't get the full list. To approve the invoice, the approver clicks the OK button in the lower right corner. Everything looks good for the next invoice, so we can approve by pressing Enter. Let's log out as approver and log back in as administrator. We now find the invoices under After Approval. One invoice has changed account information. It ends up here because of a setting that says that if a user has left a note or changed account information, the invoice has to go through the administrator before export. Here we can check that all is in order and what has been changed. The information highlighted in blue. We approve by clicking I have checked the lines. We now have 2 invoices ready for export. The invoices will automatically go to the ERP system. The invoices disappear from the overview upon export to the accounting system. All users have access to invoice search, and you can choose the range of searchable information for users. You can search based on all header information and accounting information. In addition, you can search based on text found in the PDF. In other words, anything written on the actual invoice image. I search based on Christopher as a reference and get the search results. I can export the search results to Excel based on the different columns, and I can also combine the invoices to a PDF. If you work in several organisations, you can also search multiple companies at the same time. Otherwise, simple search is very comprehensive. Thanks for watching. For more information, please visit our website.